What's up, y'all? Um, in case for some reason you're wondering why I'm down here on one knee is to um, well, let me tell you what happened. I had this idea a week ago to record a vlog this way. I had just watched the first memorial service for George Floyd, um, a man that could have been my brother, could have been one of my uncles, could have been my father, my friend, and he was all of those things. I watched the memorial and the funeral, and the nicknames started coming out, and the funny stories started coming out, and it's just like this was a person, this was a man, not without flaws, but none of us are. And anyway, in that um, they had a moment of silence. I don't even know if I can do this because I'm hurting. This is honestly my second take, and this is really hard to do even once. Um, but they did a 8 minute and 46 second moment of silence. I'm gonna have to get two knees because I'm in too much pain right now. Ugh. Okay, I'll just switch knees. I'll do it that way. That's cheating because that's not what happened to him that day. But anyway, in that moment, it was long, and it was I was just like, man, that's a long time to be on one knee. And then directly, but it was a little different because you had the music going and the pictures and different stuff going on during the memorial. Directly after that, um, there was it was a different thing where these politicians, I think House Democrats or whatever, had gotten together and did an 8 minute and 46 second moment of silence. Um, I don't know that they were all on their knee. I can't remember, but I remember that particular moment was completely silent, and I remember thinking that is just a long time to be on one knee for anything under any circumstance. Um, and I thought about the determination that that officer had to have um, to kill this man. Um, and I think one of the reasons why um, the protests have been the way that they are, and then why it has been so jarring and emotional and inflammatory, and why so many people are, joining in, is because there is no way to deny or defend or deflect from the fact that one man was on another man's neck for almost 9 minutes while another group of men protected this murderer, accomplices, and a murderer. And there were people, black and white, that were saying, yo, get off of him. And he was pleading for his own life, true. But there was like a lot of people that were saying, yo, that ain't cool. Stop that. And I had one of the things I had to think about is how it connected to the way things have gone in this country for us, ever since we've been here. Um, People that don't understand systemic racism watch the video. I haven't even seen the video. I can't watch this video. The the look I seen in his eyes on the picture and the total disregard for human life, I could imagine to be what our government was built on. Because in order to commit genocide, rape, murder, enslavement, then to put laws in effect that literally, legally make a human less than a human is something that takes a concerted effort of more than one person, regardless of what the people actually want. Um, I mean, that's just it was the same thing. And then to have when people I've had Caucasian social media friends who have said some somewhat inflammatory things, and it's like they want to be on the side of right, but they still want to defend wrong at the same time, and they say some insensitive things and have the nerve to think that black people are supposed to comment on their posts and answer to them. Well, what do you say about this, Black Lives Matter supporters? Excuse me. This is not about a political, like, Black Lives Matter. That hashtag for me is not about some organization that somebody started. It's not about a committee. It's not about any of that. It's about the fact that I heard white people say something during this time, and well, not even disrespectful, but just being honest. They said something that was foreign to me. They said in all of the times they've interacted with police, there's a mosquito biting my leg, and I really want to get off of this knee. But they said that they've never been fearful when a police pulls them over. I can't That cannot be a universal thought. It cannot be common for white people to not be. How are you not afraid of the police? And it's not even about the person themselves. It's not even about the gun. It's about knowing that this system is stacked in the favor of the officer no matter what happens. And if they're in a bad mood today and they decide to give me a ticket, that's a level of fear. If they're in a bad mood today and they decide to rough me up, that's a fear. If they decide to shoot me in my back, or put their knee on my neck, or lie about what has happened to me, or exaggerate and disrespect me to my family when they are, it just could be anything, whether you're doing something bad or not. I get pulled over by the police, and if you've ridden in the car with me, you know there's no reason for me to get pulled over by the police. But they know the system is in their favor. How are you not afraid? And I just thought about how his death was so symbolic of what happens to us, and there has to be a change. And we can't sit around. I'm not telling you not to vote, and I'm not telling you to be violent, but you cannot sit around and wait till November and think that we're going to elect a Democrat and all our troubles will be over. It's just not true, because if somebody speaking out what could have stopped this man's death, or the way that we have been treated since we've been here, then it would have been done.